Hi guys, welcome back to my Exvius guide. Now I'm gonna talk about Victoria. She is a powerful mage. Many players underestimate her because she is a mage. I know that mage is not a meta on this game, but remember, you will need them on some occasion where the enemy resists against physical damage, especially on the global where they love to buff the trial bosses with physical resistance. So let's take a look at her stats. Right now, there is only one 4-star mage who can be compared to her. That is Xyrus. Papalimo cannot compete because he is free unit and have horrible stats, so let's just forget about him. So Victoria has nice magic stats. She get a total of 70% magic boost, which is even higher than Darkfina. It is also higher than Xyrus because Xyrus only gets 60% of magic boost. Another important stat for a mage is MP, and she is good on it too. She gets 30% MP boost and auto refresh. I mentioned this because usually 4-star base hero doesn't get MP regen. For example, Xyrus. So this is definitely good for her. However, she doesn't get any survivability passive, so no health, defense, and spirit boost. Combined with her low defensive stats and low health, she is really squishy. So enough about stats, let's take a look at her abilities. The first notable skill she has is Dual Black Magic. She learns many black magics and specializes on dark element. I think she is the only mage on the game who learned Darka. That Graphica is also useful if you have Veritas on your party, so you can trigger their passives easily. However, Darka may not be that useful because it has low damage multiplier. Unless, of course, you have all Dark Veritas on your party and your Victoria has 100% Dark Resist. In that way, you can use your Victoria as your main healer. The best black magic she has is Firaja. It grows stronger every time you use it, starting from 2 times of damage and max at 7 times. This means you can deal 14 times per turn, and coupled with Fire Imperial, you will deal insane amount of damage. Also, the enemy have a tendency to have lower spirit than defense stats. Other important thing about Firaja is because she has another consecutive increased abilities. I will explain it later why it is important. Now let's take a look on that skill, Overflow. So this is an ability. This means you cannot dual cast this, however it can grow very strong. It can reach 9.2 damage at the maximum. It is useful for fighting enemy who weak against dark, or after getting that dark element imperial, or when you getting silenced, because this is not a magic. I'm not sure you can change this skill because the skill has super long frame delay, 24 frames. So if I remember, there is no other hero with this frame, okay, unless, yeah, except for herself. So I think you only can change with herself, but I'm not sure, okay. So now let's talk about her other skills. They are not that good. Time Stop have low chance to become useful. Also, many bosses resist against it. It won't be useful on the arena either because it doesn't deal any damage. And the second is Farewell to Wisdom. It is debuff, but I think it is better to let other debuff your enemies. Spirit Decrease may not be that useful unless you have a lot of mage on your party. So yeah, I prefer attack and magic pair. So I don't like this skill much, okay. Magical Awakening only affect one action and need to be used on the next turn. So if you use Dual Firaja, it only increases the damage of the first Firaja. Her limit burst is not that good too. The chance is quite high, but still, you will have problem to inflict ailments on enemies who have ailments resist even though they are not 100%. This LB has a chance not give any random ailments like Zetzer's curse card, so it is different. Chance and give random ailments are really different. Okay, so random ailments is very good, but chance ailment never good. Okay, so enough about her abilities. Now let's talk about the increased damage secret. Okay, so I believe some of you already know this. I don't know this is bug or whatever, but here is what you can do. A consecutive damage increase is accumulated on the character who use it and applied to other skills or magic which has consecutive damage increase. You don't understand? I will use an example then. In this case, Victoria has two consecutive increased damage skills, Viraja and Overflow. If you use Viraja and get a maximum increase, this means plus 5 damage. That plus 5 is counted when you use Overflow. This means you will deal 7.2 damage when you use Overflow for the first time because of 5 times bonus from Viraja. If that's not enough, you can still get increased damage because Overflow also has 7 damage. Okay, 7 times damage I mean. So this means your Overflow have a potential to do 2.2 plus 7 bonus from Overflow and 5 from Viraja. That means 14.2 damage every time you cast Overflow. You can use it on Viraja too. This means your Viraja will able to deal 14 damage per cast when your Overflow and Viraja stacks are max. Combined with dual cast, 28 damage per turn. So yeah, we have found the best finisher on the game. However, remember that stacking will reset if you die, use normal attack and defending. And of course, if you use two different magic in your dual cast dual cast or black magic or dual black magic, then yeah, it will reset the effect. So make sure you never use two different spells on that dual cast. Okay, you are free to use your LB and other abilities. So this means on the battle you need to keep your mage alive, which is yeah kind of hard because they are a little bit squishy, but I will leave that to you. I simply want to tell you that the potential of a mage who have stacking damage skills. Okay, so I will show you now what I meant by that. Okay, so I know that maybe my explanation is not clear, so I will show you with this. Okay, so I'm using Xyrus, not Victoria, but you can use that trick using any character who has two stacking skills. So Xyrus has Comet and Blood Pulsar. So for example, let me show you. Okay, so let me show you Comet damage. Okay, 70,000. Okay, 70,000. Now let's quit and let me show you what I meant by stacking it. Sorry. Yes. Okay, yes. Do your best, Cooper. Okay, so I will use Blood Pulsar now. Blood Pulsar will increase +1 if I'm not mistaken. I didn't check the wiki and I already forget now. So forgive me if I'm wrong about the stacking bonus from Blood Pulsar. But yeah, let me show you Blood Pulsar. Okay, so I will repeat. So 140,000, repeat, and the second turn it deals more damage, of course. And on the third turn, more damage. On the fourth turn, more damage again. Now let me show you, okay, what will happen if you use Comet. So let's use Comet, Dual Black Magic, Comet. Like you can see that the damage is become really big. So yeah, normal Comet damage only deal 70,000, right? So after using Blood Pulsar, the Comet getting bonus from Blood Pulsar stacking. Also, you can still get the 0.9 bonus damage from the Comet. Okay, so in this case, Victoria is really super because Firaja bonus is 1 and Overflow bonus is 1. So you can get really insane damage with Victoria. The point is you need to keep her alive, which is not easy. But if you're able to do that, then I can say that Victoria is the best finisher in the game because no one able to inflict 28 damage, right, in one turn. Not mentioning if you have imperil the enemy fire resistance by 100%. This means 56 damage, and that's insane. Okay, so I cannot show you Victoria because I cannot bring friend to this wooden soldier. So I'm using Zydus, but you can use this mechanism with any hero who has consecutive damage skills. Okay, so you can use Emperor. Okay, so Emperor has fire from below, but he doesn't have second consecutive skill. So, but you can give him with Comet Trustmaster reward, so he can deal this trick too. Okay, so this is really important. I hope this is useful for you guys. So let's move to the equipment. So for equipment, it is pretty straightforward. Like other mage, she needs Trustmaster reward from 5 stars base. But after knowing the stacking secret, I think she can become more powerful than 5 stars base mage, Transtera or Darkfina. Especially on the long-term battle, because yeah, you will have more time to gather that stacking damage. Okay, so enough about equipment. She is best paired with anyone who able to debuff fire or dark elements. So that will be Dark Nexus Seal or Veritas of the Dark, who able to imperil 100% Dark Resist. Flame Veritas is also good because of 100% Fire Imperil, even though it is a counter attack and not that reliable. So my conclusion for Victoria, she is definitely one of the best mage on the game, especially on the long battle. The longer the battle, then the stronger she gets, unless she dies. Her Trustmaster reward is also needed to max your mage magic stats. So yeah, I give her 10 out of 10 as a mage. Make sure you utilize Victoria's secret on the battle. Players who getting annoyed when getting her definitely don't know about this stacking mechanism on the game. So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Victoria and increased damage mechanism. So yep, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.